morning, Bishop Joseph Walker.
God's got a plan to make that thing happen. You know, Ricky, I drink a lot of Starbucks, man, and, you know, when I go in the coffee shop, there's a culture there, you know, and I go and I have to be specific when I order my coffee. When I go in, I tell them exactly what I want. I say I want, you know, a Pike Place coffee, but I also have to give them the size of the coffee. And there are different sizes, right? There's tall, which is the smallest size. There's grande in the middle, and there's venti, which is a taller cup. So I ask for a grande. And you know what she does? She takes my order and she writes my name on the cup after asking me my name. Now, I don't tell her my name is Bishop Joseph Walker III because that's too much, right, to fit on a cup. My name is Joseph. Sometimes we try to give God our titles and all that. Just tell him your name. Once I give that barista my name, they put my cup in process. Now, I go stand over here on the side of a colony of people, and we all wait on the same thing. We all waiting for somebody to call our name. I can't get upset if they call Stephanie or call Andre or call Jerry first, because guess what? They ordered too. So whatever their name get called, it ain't got nothing to do with me, because I know that one day, one moment, they're going to call my name. And when they call my name, check this out, Ricky. Whatever I ordered is going to come to pass. Check it out. I can't get mad if my neighbor got a venti and I got a grande, because that's what they ordered. You can't get mad if somebody's house is bigger than yours or if somebody's job is better than yours. You got to be specific in what you ask God for. But here's the thing. When you ask God for it, you got to believe it's going to come to pass. I just want to encourage you today. Hold your head up, because God knows your name. Tell him exactly what you want, and he'll give you the desires of your heart.
Oh, man, that's powerful right there, ladies and gentlemen. The senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee. Bishop Walker, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, I want every single one of you to let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show by following me on Joseph Walker, the number 3, on Instagram. That's Joseph Walker 3 on Instagram. Thank you, Ricky.
Hey, man, thank you for doing this morning, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, I got a Bishop.
Yeah.
When the last time you heard this right here? Listen to this right here. When the last time you heard this? Come on now. You raised in Baton Rouge, right?
And I'm when the school is Baton Rouge, but I sure heard that.
Yes, sir. This old school right here. This is Inez Andrews. Lord, don't move the mountain. Give me the strength to climb. Here we go, y'all.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This after the hour, y'all. Segment is being brought to you by Oral-B. That's right, the Oral-B. The Oral-B IO electric toothbrush. All right, gives you that professional, clean feel at home every single day. Check it out at oral-b.com. Brush like a pro. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. The Haitian gang that kidnapped 17 people is now demanding $17 million for their release. Those kidnapped include 5 children. 16 of the hostages are American and 1 is Canadian. Meanwhile, the House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol voted yesterday to hold Donald Trump's ally, Steve Bannon, in contempt for refusing to comply with his subpoena to testify, and he could be facing jail time. Meanwhile, a Florida school district has agreed to pay $25 million to the families of the 17 victims in the Parkland High School shooting that happened back in 2018. The gunman and former student Nicholas Cruz is expected to plead guilty today and is facing the death penalty. Last but certainly not least, all 21 Houston Astro fans aboard a flight headed to Boston survived a plane crash yesterday. The plane was lifting off her flight to Boston for Game 4 of the American League Championship Series when it rolled through a fence at an airport and caught fire. All right, that was a quick look at the front page news. I know, and all of them survived, Ricky.
Wow.
I know, God is good. God is good. All right. That was a quick look at your front page news. Go ahead and log on to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show for more. Rock T, what else is going on in sports?
Well, the NBA tipped off last night, Eva. Golden State beats the Lakers. Lakers, that's 0-7, including the preseason. Of course, LeBron is like, man, be chill. Don't be panicking. You know, it is what it is. This is the new and improved. Well, it's the new look Lakers. Anthony Davis, LeBron, Russell Westbrook. Westbrook struggled a little bit last night, man, but it's only one game. We already know what time it is. The champs, the Milwaukee Bucks, beat Brooklyn, of course, without Kyrie Irving, who still has not been vaccinated. A lot of people are coming out and saying some pretty harsh things about Kyrie, including Howard Stern, saying that Kyrie is pretty much an idiot, man. Just get vaccinated and go be with your team. They raised the championship banner last night at the game for the Milwaukee Bucks, so big ups and congratulations to them again. The Philadelphia 76ers, Ben Simmons, was suspended for their season opener tonight versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Ben was thrown out of practice for allegedly being disruptive, pouting, not wanting to participate at a high level. Coach Doc Rivers just said, listen, man, we're focused on winning as a team and playing as a team. I don't have time to be babysitting nobody.
Is this the dude that's sorry that don't make no shots?
Yeah, this is
doing all that.
It's been, yeah, it's the same one that you like. Yeah, pretty much, man.
Super Day.
He was fined $1.4 million for missing 4 preseason games and practices and meetings. So we already know he don't want to be there. He's just there because he don't want to get fined no more.
Yeah, they just need to cut him. Period. And they can't do that.
Well, they trying to probably. He wants to be traded, and they probably finally trying to find someone that wants him, so he can get some kind of value back.
Nobody want him. With stories like that coming out, and you sitting up here, if you own an NBA team, Dave, are you picking him up?
I'm not picking him up.
Yeah, because
he can't shoot. He can play defense.
Trash.
He's making it worse for himself by doing this too.
Trash.
Now you're toxic to another team.
Throw the garbage out.
Man. All right, Gary. It's on you now.
All right, no more trash.
Some more trash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Chris Brown, honey, they're talking about how he's been trolling Kanye West over his new hairstyle, y'all. He said Kanye West got the punishment haircut. Now, they're saying, y'all, that, Kanye recently changed his name to Ye. And Chris has taken to the ground, y'all, to share his own 2 cents, honey, on Kanye's new face. Now, they're saying that the R&B singer shared a bunch of memes to his story roasting Kanye and his new haircut. He said the Negro just wanted a line up. And then he went on to say Kanye must have had Stevie Wonder cutting his hair. And it just goes on, and all these other celebrities just jumped in on this roasting. But they said, it wouldn't be a surprise, though, if Chris Brown, y'all, is still a bit salty, y'all, with Kanye after he was ultimately cut from Donda, y'all, earlier this year. As you remember, Brown was originally featured on the album 18-track New Again, but was removed from the project in a last-minute revamp. And they say Chris seemed to be very upset by that removal. So he's been talking about poor Kanye's haircut all since the boy got the haircut and stuff. And I just hope nothing happen real bad, because, sometimes those rappers get a little upset with one another, honey. They say something about each other, and it wind up being something that's not really nice.
Kanye ain't gonna do nothing. You
don't think?
He ain't that type. He ain't gonna be.
I'll have his goons, honey, to get him. They all got goons. So, but
they can't fight because all their pants too tight.
Okay, so
you can't fight with no Yeezys on.
No, you can't, honey. And it's just a sad thing. But that haircut, I think that was intentional. He did that, for publicity, because no way you could go to a barbershop and they just mess up your hair that doggone bad. So he did that intentionally. So we're going to keep Kanye lifted as well as Mr. Brown. All right. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is rose water. On the high end, you say rose water, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, I got some Wendy Williams news, and I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Britt?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Reports say that Wendy Williams won't be returning to her talk show until November. According to Page 6, yesterday, her Instagram page revealed that the comedian Whitney Cummings will guest host next week, and former The View and Dish Nation co-host Sherry Shepard will host the first week of November. Now, after fans started complaining in the comments, Cummings said, nobody can ever replace Wendy, but we will do what we can to fill in so she can come back stronger than ever. Meanwhile, Sherry Shepherd said in a statement, I'm so excited to return to the Wendy Williams Show to host for a full week. I had such a great time when I hosted the show in 2019, and I'm flattered that Wendy and the producers put their trust in me to fill in again. I'm sending my love and well wishes out to her.
Man, that's going to be exciting because then I get to see you and Gary on Dish.
You know what? Meanwhile, multiple sources recently told the outlet
Gary, Brett, y'all ain't gonna say that.
That the delay of Williams is starting to become a huge problem for station affiliates and advertisers.
I'm just playing, Brett. You know, I just play. No, seriously, like you know,
clean it up.
I'm just being honest. Dish Nation is just not the same because they give a lot of segments to. You know, because y'all made Dish Nation. Dish Nation is just not the same because y'all don't get to do what y'all used to do on Dish.
I put the first brick on there.
Okay.
I put the first brick on there. You, me, we put the first brick on there. And then them other bricks came. Go ahead.
Gary. So what that mean?
You'll get it when you come home from church.
Please explain yourself. Well, I'm not at church. I'm right here in your face, so tell me.
No. Basically, what he's saying, you know, sometimes don't throw the talent that was there from day one away. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the segment that you and Gary's personality is really, really good, and you should have just as much time as Sherry. That's all I'm saying.
Gary, you better tread lightly because I don't know what other jobs you got. I got a few more. Anyway, Taraji P. Henson covered women's health, and inside she opened up about a stomach issue that caused her to vomit uncontrollably. She said she realized I had to do everything I could to feel good, or the depression thing was going to get the best of me. So after changing her diet and addressing her depression, she said she's much better. She said, I want people to know that it's never too late for anything. She said, you can get your health together and live out your wildest dreams. And last but not least, Naturi Naughton has revealed that back in her 3LW days, the group rented the home they featured on MTV Cribs. During a radio interview, Naughton discussed the similarities between being in the group 3LW and acting on the new ABC series Queens, where she plays a singer in a rap group. She said, there are moments when I watch where I'm in the scene and I'm like, yo, this really happened to me. That Cribs episode, I lived it. I was doing a fake Cribs, she continued. MTV did the Cribs. And you know, back when 3LW was hot, we had to pretend. But I didn't have a car, I didn't have a house, I didn't have any of those things. But we did MTV Cribs. And then we wound up doing an episode very similar to that without giving too much away, where you see how fake we have to project this image. I literally did that and had to clean the house by 7 o'clock to give it back to the owner and get out of it.
Wait a minute, and who was this, Brett?
That's Naturi Naughton from 3LW.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was empowered. Yeah, Naturi, and she's on the new ABC series Queens with Brandy, Nadine Vasquez, and Eve. Yeah. Eve. Yep, and they come on tonight, I think.
Ooh. But Ricky, I will say this though, Brad wouldn't have had this job had you not picked up out of the Mercury Clay. That's good.
Well, let's be clear. Let's be clear. I was doing the rap game before radio. Then I did Rickey Smiley for real. I did radio first. Then Rickey Smiley for real. Then let's keep going. Let's go to Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's go to Brad Loves Judy, which I executive produce now. So I still have Dish Nation. Some people aren't there anymore. I still have Dish Nation, if Dish Nation is gone, I still have a few other things to fall back on. That's all I'm saying. Why you want to talk about the bricks? I'm a bricklayer. Let me also add that I'm the first solo female rapper to ever sell 1 million records. So my bricks are planted in the pavement, niece. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rocky's HBCU, and why don't you hit us up with them wake up calls at 8669 Ricky. That's 8669 RICKEY. Rocky, who you repping today, baby?
How do you come behind that?
Gary.
Don't be murky.
What did you say, Gary? What did you say, Gary?
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU, know.
Oh yeah, Holla at your boy. What up, man? Rock TZ in the house. It's time for another HBCU. No. Yes, indeed. We've been head to the SIP. Mississippi Valley State University. Stand up. We're going to always highlight, put a spotlight, and showcase our phenomenal heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our off-the-chain historically black colleges and universities. Mississippi Valley State University, established in 1950. Home of the green, white, and red Delta Devils. Also home of the mean green marching machine, a.k.a. the Mac of the SWAC. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. Jerry Lee Rice, arguably the best wide receiver to ever play in the NFL. Played 20 seasons, most of those seasons with the San Francisco 49ers. He's the career leader in most statistical categories for a wide receiver, including receptions, touchdown receptions, and receiving yards. To date, he scored more points than any other non-kicker in NFL history. Matter of fact, he holds over 100 NFL records. Let me repeat that. Over 100 NFL records. He was selected to the Pro Bowl 13 times. Won 3 Super Bowls. The first player to catch a touchdown pass in 4 Super Bowls. And oh, by the way, he's a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. What? Mr. Jerry Rice. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, no. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and it is Wednesday morning. We're here with your coronavirus update. So, Ricky, I want to revisit this death of Colin Powell because you can look all over social media and people are trying to use this report as evidence that the vaccines don't work. But what we had was an 84-year-old man who suffered from Parkinson's disease. He had been treated and hopefully survived prostate cancer, but he was in active treatment for multiple myeloma, which is a cancer of the blood that inhibits your body's ability to fight infections. So he had comorbid conditions. He was 84 years old, and he was African American. So he was in the highest risk category and is an outlier. But people that have had the vaccine or have 11 times greater protection and a much lower death rate than people who have not. So we just want to make that clear. So this is not an indication of failure of the vaccine. If we look at it from the perspective of if more people around him had been vaccinated, he would not have gotten exposed to it, and he would have not died from coronavirus. So people get your vaccines. This is clearly not an indication that you should not get it. You should, and it's shown to be, without question, the greatest way to protect yourself. Okay, let's go straight to the calls, Ricky.
All right, good morning.
I was calling because I have lupus, right? Systemic and skin lupus, which in turn my immune system attacks me. So I'm taking medication every day, twice a day, to suppress that. How does the vaccine, which needs my immune system to work at 100%, and the medication needs it to work at 50%, what do I do in those instances?
Okay, being immune compromised from lupus, the disease state, and the treatment, as you stated it, mutes your body's immune response. So it's very important that you not only get the vaccine, but get a booster as well to optimize your body's response to the coronavirus vaccine. So you are in the high-risk category and one of those individuals that clearly definitely need to be vaccinated. I would recommend the Moderna vaccine as your choice to boost your immune system and help protect you from the coronavirus.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
I am a 2-year breast cancer survivor, and I take tamoxifen daily. April of 2021 was my last shot for Moderna, and I was wondering, do I need to do a booster as well as a flu shot?
Okay, thank you so much for being a breast cancer survivor. We are so glad to hear that. But you definitely would benefit from getting a booster. But with the Moderna, there's no indication that a booster is indicated. It's providing great protection. So it's kind of a personal choice. If you want to feel better protected, then get yourself a booster. But if not, you are definitely covered. You are considered fully immunized at this time from the coronavirus with the Moderna vaccine.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
You can reach me on all social media at AskDrMJ. Follow me on Facebook. I'll follow you back. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew.
He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. A lot of people saying, y'all, that Jamie Foxx is polluting the air, y'all, with this statement he just recently made. It's being reported, y'all, that Jamie Foxx said that he's never wants to get married, y'all. He said he doesn't want the pressure of saying I do. Now, he said the 2.5 children, the wood paneling on the station wagon and the cottage, he said, I didn't think that was for me. Now, he said a lot of those marriages ended up not doing well as the kids got older. He said, unfortunately, we saw the kids, y'all, get fractured from their families. Us, he said, we actually came together more. He said, so I don't know what that is. He said, I just know that it is different, but it's a whole lot of love, he said, of having his children, around with him. He said that the pressure of being married, he said, I don't think we can have a conversation about it. He said, I just keep moving. Now, in the past, they were saying that Jamie Foxx dated Clueless star Stacey Dash back in 2010, and they say he most recently dated actress Katie Holmes for about 6 years, and they eventually broke up in 2019, y'all. Is that nice for Jamie to say that? Because a lot of people follow what the stars say and stuff, and saying that marriage is not a good thing, honey, that's not a good thing.
He didn't say it wasn't a good thing. I mean, to each its own. He's
been saying that for years.
Really? But
and it's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say that, though. I mean, Brad, you're about to get married. How do you feel about that?
He coming for you, Brad.
No comment.
Let him roll.
I don't have nothing to say to you, Gary.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, well, that's sad. So, y'all, we're going to follow that story, though, y'all,
Brad,
because I don't think you should
stay
put
focused.
that
Keep your eyes on Jesus, Brad.
He shouldn't put stuff out there like that saying that he's,
She
don't
just
want to
got
get
him
married.
right there, but nobody caught it.
What?
Moving on, child.
What you said, Rob?
Gary said, I'm sorry. She said, that you are.
Moving on, child. In other celebrity news, y'all.
He said, be nice.
Yes. Drake has unfollowed, y'all, Kanye West on the Instagram after 5 years, y'all. Now, they're saying, according to the wrap-up, they're saying fans noticed that Drizzy no longer followed the Donda rapper, y'all, but he is still following the Kanye parody account at Kanye Doing Things. Now, Kanye doesn't currently follow Drake. Now, meanwhile, Chris Brown, he's been trolling Kanye, which you talked about earlier, and that new haircut he got and stuff like that. But it's just... How these grown people, how do y'all do this? Because I don't even know how that works. How do you not follow somebody or unfollow them? I've just never done that before. I don't know how that works, but these are grown millionaires.
You don't know how to unfollow?
No, because I don't know how to follow.
You just got to click the button, Gary. It's real. You just press the button.
It says unfollow?
It's exactly what it says.
You have to mash. Just mash.
Mash it.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. These grown men, honey, not following and unfollowing each other and stuff like that. I just don't think it makes sense, though. But
well, I mean, if you're following somebody in your car down the street and you don't want to follow them no more, you just turn left or right.
Yeah.
And keep going. Same thing.
Message.
Well, okay. If
you don't want to follow Jesus no more, stop going to church. It's that simple.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's true. All right. In our final story, y'all, Angelina Jolie, honey, everybody talking about how her kids, honey, upcycled her gowns, honey, on the red carpet. Now, Angelina Jolie and her kids, y'all, they were at a recent award show or whatever, and they showed that Angelina Jolie's kid, little Zahara and little Shiloh and little Max, they were all wearing some of Angelina's recycled clothes. Now, little Zahara, she was wearing a beautiful silver beaded Elisab haute couture gown that Angelina wore back in 2014, and then they said 15-year-old Shiloh wore an altered version of the beige Gabriella Hearst slip Miss Jolie wore in Paris earlier this year. Now, they're saying 20-year-old Mathers opted for a black suit, and Vivienne 13 wore a knee-length cream dress, and Knox opted for a green and black striped vest and skirted pants. But, I mean, isn't that kind of bad, though? You got your kids wearing all your old clothes and stuff, and all the money Angelina and Brad has that she...
Those are just clothes.
Right. They're not just regular old clothes, Gary. I mean, you just said she had on an Elisab gown.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's haute couture.
Yeah, and then one of them, somebody with Balmain or Balmain, whoever. But I just thought she should have just gave them kids their own clothes and stuff. It just kind of made them look bad. And, she already adopted half of those kids in Polio. Yeah, but it just made it look like, honey, she had Polio Zahara and some just throwouts that she didn't want to, even though it was Elisab, honey. But I just thought that wasn't a good look. She should have let her wear her own little cute dress. Could have got her something, honey, from Forever 21 or something and wore on the red carpet.
And then you would have had something to say about that.
But anyway, congratulations, y'all, honey, to Miss Angelina and her kids and their upcycle, honey. They didn't say recycle. You know, that's when you got money. They don't call
Yes,
it's called upcycle. Her clothes, honey. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors, and I'm giving this color to my love, honey, Brad. The color today is rose water. Here's a rose. On the high end, you say rose water, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's the color for today. Brad, accept it. You know.
I know you like to thank you. That's what your rose smell like. Boo boo hoo.
Oh my God.
Boy, this don't remind me of when we was on the hip hop station, boy. All the thing we need now is hair cracking here to help us instigate all this. This is why we used to get called to the office. Yes, all right, y'all. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Original name.
Man, come on, boy. This reminds us of old 97.9 The Beat days. Listen,
Rickey Smiley Morning Show and
these nuts.
They changed that name quick.
Hey, Super Day. Super Day, we first came on the radio, that was the name of the show. I said, hey, y'all, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And the host says, these nuts. And kids in Baltimore start going to school saying it, so they called the program director and the parents start complaining that all the kids in the car kept saying these nuts to the teachers. So we had to stop doing it.
And we still say these nuts.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show and
these nuts.
All right, y'all, time for the wake-up call. Get at your boy, 8669 Ricky. Here we go.
Let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hello, this is Lily from Houston, Texas, and I'd like to tell everybody in Houston to wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's wake up, wake up, wake up. Calling out the Cincinnati area. Short and night, let's get it. Dorian, let's get it. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Fatima Borden out there in Silicaga, telling everybody in Silicaga, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hello, my name is Taylor. I live in Toledo, Ohio, and I want to wake up my mom, my dog Dior, and my Nana. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Topeka Bank here from Belzoni, Mississippi, and I would love to wake up my husband. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Cause we gon' let him know.
Let's go.
Wake up. And Birmingham, wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brad.
You welcome, Ricky.
Love on top, Janie.
Yeah.
Love lifted me. Love lifted me. When I saw Jesus, love lifted me. Brett, did they sing that at your church with your grandmama?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all account was settled long ago.
Long ago.
Yeah.
Long ago, down on my knees. Long ago, I settled it all. The old account was settled long ago. Hallelujah. And the record lives today.
Yeah.
Boy, he washed my sins away. And the old account was settled long ago. Oh. Here's our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
The Courtesy Committee is providing a trip to the farmers market leaving at 3 p.m. for all cockeyed members. And the van is parked on the left side of the parking lot or maybe on the right side, depending on which one of your eyes is stronger. So, make sure that you pay attention. Congratulations to Gerald and Missy Carter. You know them, Janie?
Yeah.
Who welcomed their 10th child in 6 years on Monday. Gerald says it's pretty easy now. They don't need the hospital anymore because Missy just sit on the edge of the bathtub and they just drop out.
Ain't no more pushing. Ain't no more pushing.
Just slide out.
What is the man?
All I need is a towel.
Sorry for that husband.
Oh, Lord.
After that.
Homegoing service will be at 11 a.m. Saturday for Brother Derek Davis. You know Dedrick Davis. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
He been suffering from shaky hands, sinus leakage, sleep apnea, woke apnea, triple pneumonia, heart murmurs, bad scalp itching, cramps, and kidney stones. But that ain't what killed him. What killed him was he tried to take a bubble bath with his electric sex doll.
Oh, Lord.
And he had plugged her in there. He plugged her in there. Slid her in the tub with him. And when he... And when he flipped the switch on, the water lit up. And the EMT said that he looked like a wet chicken McNugget when they found his body later on that night. And baby, they said that water lit up, you hear me? So the homegoing service will be at 11 a.m. And we don't know if the electric dog gonna be there at the service, but maybe they'll let that one ride in the second family car if they ain't arrested her down with manslaughter charges.
No.
That concludes our church announcement, Jane. I'll call you. All right.
Yes, sir. Black Tony, what's the problem?
Hey, Shaq, man, I got drama over here this morning. There's a lot of folks. Man, folks done came up in here. Shaq, I need you to call Ben Trump. No, what's his name?
You not coming to work, bro?
Nah, Shaq, yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna be there in a little bit, but I need you to call Ben Trump. I need him to call me, Shaq.
Ben Trump.
I need him to call me, Shaq. I need him to holler at me, Shaq. I need to do a lawsuit.
Well, who is Ben Trump?
You talking about Ben Crump?
The one who you call when folks
Ben. Ben.
Yeah, get him a call, Shaq. Tell him to holler at me. Send him my number. Tell him to holler at me. Cause these folks done came over here. I was just finna leave the county work, but I had fit breath. For my little nephew now, and I had just put some of them pancakes on the stick. You know them pancakes on the stick?
Them little Jimmy Dean pancake and sausage on the stick.
Wrapped on the sausage.
Yeah.
I had just put 4 of them in the microwave. Shot in the the rental place where you rent the furniture from. Them folks kicked in the door. Shot they can't get their stuff. They gonna unplug the damn microwave while I had just stuck them in there. They had only been in there about 6, 7.
What you doing renting a microwave?
You renting a microwave, Black?
They took everything. So they got the microwave. They got the.
They ain't let the pancake and sausage sticks get done.
Nah, they still cold. These children up here looking at me crazy, man. They still cold. Now I got to
put them in the oven.
Stove, but the gas cut off.
Oh,
I can't cook them in the stove, and I'm gonna make them some oatmeal. So
can you steam them? Can you? You can't. I'm trying to figure out how you.
I thought I could cook them maybe in a crock pot or something. I don't know.
Sit them out. Wait till the sun come up and leave them in the plastic, and then let the sun kind of.
No.
I'm so upset right now.
Yeah, it'll take a little longer.
Shawty, please call being Trump, please.
Yeah, did you pay the bill for the? Did you pay the bill?
No, my grandma talking about she was behind. I ain't know she was behind. I could have been gave her the money.
How much money you made in the trap last week?
I wasn't on the truck last week. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on the truck last week. I was jacking truck last week. I'll be back on the truck next week. You know, we don't do the truck, but two times out the month now. Cause we got saved.
Did y'all have any kind of COVID restrictions when y'all was in the trap?
Yeah, you got to be vaccinated before you come in and buy some crack.
And now it's time for you to get paid up to $1,500 with Rickey Smiley's Beat the Buzzer.
All right, John, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, who is this?
Sheila.
Hey, Sheila, where you calling from?
Michigan.
Michigan, congratulations, Sheila. You just won $100 plus a chance to win up to $1,500 if you can beat the buzzer. All right, so this is how you play. All right, here we go, Sheila. Listen, now, once we start the timer, you will hear cash prizes that will increase. Now, the amounts could go as high as $1,500, but the buzzer, right, the buzzer could go off at any time, and if it does, you lose it all. So you must call out stop before the buzzer sounds in order to win the last prize announced. So at a minimum, you keep the $100 prize for being caller number 20. Here we go. You ready?
Nice.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
$200. $400. $900. $1,000.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
She gotta stay!
Man! Congratulations! You just beat the buzzer and won $1,000 on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
That
Sheila! Oh, Sheila!
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, Sheila! Sheila, what you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with all that money?
Man, I want to travel and get my kids some Christmas gifts.
Sheila, I'm like, I would have stopped at 200 because my nerves bad, but you got nerves of steel. You kept going,
God.
and you are the biggest winner that we have had thus far.
So far, yep.
All right.
Man, congratulations, and we have more money to give away this week. Y'all make sure y'all keep listening for your chance to call in and win right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Oh, congratulations, Sheila. $1,000, baby. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned when you can play Beat the Buzzer right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is 7 minutes after the hour. Listening, this segment is being brought to you by Swiffer. Use Swiffer. That's right. Swiffer Sweeper Wet Jet and dusters to stop cleaning. That's right, y'all. And listen, they work because I use them all the time. As a matter of fact, I used mine last night. So get ready and start swippering. Gary, what's up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Beyonce, baby. They're saying Beyonce brings back an iconic hairstyle, y'all, in a beautiful silky slip dress and some extra trendy sandals, y'all, while she was in Italy with Jay-Z. Now, they're saying that Beyonce's look was sleek and silky with a new hairstyle to match for the date night, y'all, in Italy. Now, they're saying that the flawless singer, her latest outfit for an evening out with Jay-Z featured a draped silk dress by St. Mojave, Mojavi, how you pronounce that, Eva? Mojave? And they're saying the seafoam Mojave, and they're saying the seafoam green parlor styled featured a draped silhouette and a deep neckline. Now they're saying she's always ready for glamour, y'all. She was accessorizing all this with a beautiful crystal covered clutch, oval-shaped sunglasses, large statement earrings, and 2 diamond pendant necklaces. Now, they say she took the opportunity, y'all, to share her new hairstyle featuring bangs, y'all. Yes, that's new hairstyle. Beyonce then brought back the bangs, y'all. They say she wore it in the mid-2010s during her 4-inch album era. And I'm like, just a bang, honey. But, you know, when Beyonce stepped out, they got to let the world know. They say also her footwear of choice came from strappy sandals, specifically ankle-wrapped sandals. Now, this girl, they say she brought them back because she used to wear them, honey, a while back ago. Now they're saying that the sandals are square-toe shaped, and, you know, she wore them back in the 20s, and they have thin heels totaling at least 3 inches in height, y'all. Isn't that nice to know all that mess?
So cute.
But like, y'all, this girl that came out with brought back the bangs and everybody making a big issue about it. That's a grand thing, honey, when you step out your house and these girls, honey, give detail of everything you wear, honey, from head down to your toe, honey. So if y'all need some new strappy sandals, honey, Beyonce is wearing them, so go get you a pair, ladies. That's called the strappy sandal, and it's almost wintertime, but you can still wear your toes out in the winter, honey, because it's not that cold. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, they're saying that the Wendy Williams show staff, honey, is bribing, y'all. Bribing audience members, y'all, with near empty swag bags, y'all, to come back to do more tapings. Now, they're saying that the daytime talk show, normally packed crowd, was cut in half, y'all, during yesterday's show. Now, they're saying audience members that attended the recent taping of the Wendy Williams show were noticeably few and far in between. Now, approximately 40 people, y'all, made up the audience, which is about half of the usual crowd. Now, 2 episodes were filmed, honey, on Monday at 10 and 3 o'clock. Now, they're saying audience members were instructed, y'all, to arrive to the show's venue 2 hours before taping. Now, ahead of Monday's first taping, they said fans in attendance, y'all, told the Sun that they had never seen the show's waiting room so empty. So what's going on now? They're saying that the producers, y'all, are if you decide to stay for 2 tapings of the show, they give you a nice gift bag. But if you don't, they say they don't give you no gift bag. But they're saying people just don't want to be there for the taping because they're saying that Wendy is not there, what have you, though. So they say several fans said that, you know, honey, we just can't stay because we like Wendy. But some of them say, well, we're going to stay because we want to support the show and what have you, and going to stay and they get their gift bags. But that's sad, you know, when you got to bribe people. Say, look like people usually want to stay to tape shows and what have you and stuff, but they giving them gift bags.
I mean, with Wendy not being there and there being a pandemic, I can understand trepidation for people being in studio guests. Absolutely. I mean, she had her employees be the guests for months.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they weren't in studio, so that's understandable, Gary.
Well, no, I mean, I want my gift bag, so I would go there and sit there and tape it.
She's the star of the show, though. People go to see her. They want to be in her presence.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah.
It's different if she's not there. And you would just go for the gift bag?
Yes. And all they got to do is put a cut, how you do those cuttings out of a celebrity? All they got to do is put it right there, Wendy, and she's still there. So
right. You are such an authentic Wendy lover and friend. I'm sure she'll understand.
Thank you, Brad. All right, then my final story, y'all. Shaquille O'Neal. Now, Rob T, why y'all men are messy? Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley, honey, they went and started demolishing, honey, Poe Ben Simmons, honey. They said, just because we pay certain guys a lot of money, that doesn't mean you're a great player. How could they say that about their colleague? This is their colleague, and what happened to bro code and all this stuff? But they're going out there talking about this boy during his time of really, you know, need somebody to talk to him, what have you. And they saying that he's not a great player, what have you, but he, you know, because they're paying him money. I don't think that's a good look.
Well, I mean, they throw him out of practice, man, for allegedly being disruptive at practice, being pouty, and not wanting to participate in the team activities. And, you know, at the end of the day, you got to grow up. They're paying you millions and millions of dollars regardless. Now, we don't know what's happening behind closed doors, but you still got a job to do.
Yeah, but I just feel bad for Pope Ben, honey. But anyway, that's what y'all guys do to one another, throw each other under the bus. So, all right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is rose water. On the high end, you say rose water, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the tea.
What time?
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. A lot of stuff going on now. There's a tragic case in Philadelphia that's getting a lot of attention. Now, last week, a woman was raped on a subway train, and as many as 10 passengers witnessed at least part of the attack. Now, some of them even had the nerve to videotape it. Now, the police say that if just one of them had called 911, the attack on the woman could have been stopped quickly. Now, here's the interesting question being asked. Should people who watch a crime take place and do nothing but videotape it, should they also be charged? Hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. You know, let us know what you think about this.
Well, police in this case say when they reviewed the surveillance video, they were watching to see if somebody would put the phone up to their ear, indicating they might be calling 911. But instead, what they saw was people holding up their phone as if they were recording or taking pictures. And finally, one person who was a subway train employee finally did call 911, and the suspect was arrested. Now, what's crazy is some of the other witnesses say they weren't sure whether they were watching a consensual encounter or not, and they chose to not get involved. What y'all think?
So what I think is, now sometimes people have to film stuff and use that as evidence, but at the same time, if you sense that something is wrong, or did somebody ask the lady, say, "Hey, ma'am, are you okay? Ma'am, do you need our help? Do you need us to call 911?" Some people don't want to get involved because they don't want to get shot, or become a victim themselves. So it's kind of, if it's one person, let's say if it's just one person on the train with a phone, and I don't know, because they can of course become a witness or whatever, but I think the right thing to do is to dial 911, and after you dial 911 first, then film the rest of it and get what you can get without putting your own life, in jeopardy. It's just, I don't know. That's a real touchy one. That could go either way. What do y'all think?
This is one of those difficult ones, Rick, because just like you said, you don't want to cause harm to yourself, but you also want to help. And I think a great example in this is the George Floyd case about that young lady who took the time to make that video, because had she not made the video, then we would not have had the case that we had to try in court properly. And she couldn't do anything. Sometimes you can't do anything but film. So it's difficult because sometimes that's your biggest weapon is the video.
Special K, what are you going to say?
I mean, if in that case on the subway train, if it's 8, 9, 10 guys standing around, I have a hard time believing that everybody can't come together and stop something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, I would have a hard time standing there just watching something like that go on.
So let me ask you this: what are your thoughts about, should the other people be charged with something that did not call 911? How do you feel about that?
Now, I don't know about other people getting charges, because, I mean, how you going to charge somebody? Because you don't have a legal responsibility to get involved. You might have a moral responsibility, but how you going to catch a charge?
There are some laws that you have a legal responsibility. If it's found out that you left somebody's out fishing on their boat and they're stranded, and you left them out there stranded, and they find out that you did, you could go to jail for that in some states.
But that's a different situation than
I'm just saying.
The rape thing.
But yeah, there are some laws that will require you in some states that if you don't do anything, you get charged with something. That would be a good. That would have been a good Glenn and 3 question. Let's go to the phone and see what y'all think. 869 Ricky. Good morning.
They should be responsible to either call the cops or to try to intervene. If it was their family member or themselves, I'm sure they would want the same consideration.
They probably shouldn't be charged, but they should be ashamed, because imagine what that woman is going through right now. That she get on a train full of people and no one helps her. Like, you can't even go on a train. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I think they should definitely be ashamed of themselves.
Yes, they should be charged, because they charge the children in schools for videotaping fights and stuff at schools, and then they get kicked out of school for it. So yes, everybody should be held accountable for doing that in any shape or form.
If you see a person that needs emergency help, right, the Good Samaritan law protects, and that's the same way with somebody being raped or whatever they're being done to, and you're recording it, and you're not helping to stop this from happening, you should be charged. The Good Samaritan law protects people that intervene to save somebody's life.
Wow. Yeah, that's a real touchy subject, and we got to get Detective Anderson on the show too to talk about crime, because now you're going to have to start having your daughters and your sons that's in college and teach them and have them trained for situational what is it called? Situational
awareness.
Absolutely. Because some people, you ever be around somebody, they just not aware that something is about to happen. You looking at, not paying attention to, you're so busy looking at your phone and having a good time, you're not paying attention to vibes, body language. You know, when you on the street, you can tell when somebody finna get ready to get the fight. When these teenagers don't make eye contact with you and they look in a certain kind of way and move in a certain kind of way, man, you know something is about to happen. So you know, we just got it's so many layers to this story. And we just got to start digging deeper to try to see what we can do to help parents keep our kids safe and teach them to run away from problems instead of trying to videotape something because, I don't know, in some instances when these kids get to fighting or whatever, I know we're talking about a whole different subject. We're talking about kids now, but I just couldn't help but to think about, you know, because I got 2 kids in college and how excited kids get when a fight break out. And y'all trying to film, and then somebody pull out a gun, and bullets don't have eyes and stuff, and they start shooting and stuff, and then you get innocent kids killed that wasn't even in the fight. And just we really got to have somebody on the show. I'm gonna try to find somebody next week where we could talk about situational awareness. You know, when stuff is going on and how to handle stuff like if you was on a train and somebody's being sexually assaulted, how you could help that person, but at the same time protect yourself where you won't become a victim also. It's damn near like damn if you do and damn if you don't.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell to do when something is jumping off like that because you're nervous, you get scared, you panic, you freak out, you don't know whether to film or whether to run, you don't know if he got a gun, you don't know if he got a knife, you don't know what to do. And so that's why I brought up the subject about situational awareness because it's so important to and then last thing I'm going to say, man, you got to act everywhere you go, every gas station you stop in, every Exxon, Texaco, Shell, club, Church's Chicken, wherever you go. You need to already have it in your head what to do if something break off. This person walking in the gas station, what if this person is like when I sit there, when I pull up at anywhere I go, whether it's a Walmart, Target, or whatever, I sit in that parking lot, I look around, I drive around the entire parking lot. I don't just assume that ain't nothing going to happen because I am a gunshot victim. And I'm looking at people and I'm looking at who's in there. And I know what time to go to department stores and what's the demographic of people going in the department. I like to go when old people are out early in the morning, and especially the minivans with the grown adults in there that have to go to daycare.
The access van.
You damn right. When all of them, little Dara and Precious and all them go to the mall in Foot Locker and be in there, that's when I go. Because they ain't finna bother nobody. They not finna fight nobody. They just trying to go on with their day.
Yes, sir.
And I see them all the time because I do all my moving around. Anything after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I promise you I'm not doing it. So as a matter of fact, I just had the van to start coming picking me up because they don't rob them.
Ricky.
They don't bother them. I ain't never heard one of them damn minivans and them buses with them. They listen to the radio right now, and they all fans, and they all listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Ain't none of them ever got robbed. Don't nobody shoot at them. Everybody come when that's who I go with. And when y'all see me on that damn walking through the mall holding hands, you can go to hell. You can say what they. Let me stop.
I'm going to hell with you.
Y'all see me in Foot Locker holding hands. I know one thing. Let's go to the phones. Quickies.
Ricky, guess what? I'm your heartbreaking jaw.
Quickies.
My name is Ajane, and that's Dajane. How you keep it with the name Ajane? We took the D off.
Quickies.
Ricky sound like Oscar Proud.
True that.
Quickies.
All right.
Quickies. Quickies.
My office hours are from 9 to 5. This is Big Red. Big Red Red.
Quickies.
I think my butt getting big.
Quickies.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America.
And here's what's going down today in celebrity news, y'all.
Quickies.
You cannot be quickie with quickie. You got to be romantic, fantastic, and bombastic. Roxy, come again. What a country. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky, I just want to say you do a great job.
Quickies.
This is Pete, the street philosopher. Would you hit a chap ball with a chapstick? Think about it.
Quickies.
Hey, boo-boo. It's Yogi Bear. It's a cookie.
Hi, Yogi.
Quickies.
Yeah, I love all y'all, man. For real, though, man. I love all y'all. But Ricky, you ugly as hell.
Quickies.
This Bojangles line is too long.
Quickies.
Ricky, you need to stop, man. Get help, man.
Quickies.
Tell Gary to quit acting like a bitter old woman.
Quickies.
Not easy or cheesy. One time.
Quickies.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Quickies.
Rickey Smiley looked like the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz with no beard.
Quickies.
I love from Mexico.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky, if a horse's front legs is doing 100 miles an hour, what is his back legs doing? Say it with me. Hauling ass.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky, why you be laughing like you just got to smoking a 12-pack of Newport salt?
Quickies.
Good morning. This is Attorney Benjamin Crump, and you are tuned in to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Thank you, Ricky.
Oh, we got some.
I'm so tired of y'all roasting me. Hey.
Not some cigarettes.
That's why your mama ain't got no arms. Talking about she played the piano by ear. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all. Say it right now. Songs that'll stay in your head all day. Coming up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 4 minutes after the hour, y'all, man.
We ain't heard from Luda in a while, man. He been doing his acting thing, but it's time for Luda to drop another one, dog.
Yes.
Right. What Luda song get him turned up? Turned up?
Get out the way. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, come on, man.
Yes. And don't forget, lick you from your head to your toes.
Hey. Yeah, we got to find us a spot where we can go and have us a good damn time.
Come on now.
Damn nervous to go somewhere.
Okay.
But they play that whoa move, get out the way, get out the way. Oh,
yes.
So that's when cues start kicking over chairs.
Yeah, you want to say that song for the last song of the night?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of elbows.
Right then. I remember one time we had the perfect party one night. We had rented this building downtown Birmingham called the Bank for Savings Building. It had a view of the whole city. It was lit. And the dude named B. Brown was DJing right to the party. Was nice. And then he started playing, I think, who's saying Swamp Jiggle? But it ain't Jiggle. Is that Master P?
Oh, you talking about, man.
Yeah, he started playing
Yeah,
Swamp.
that's P.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, everybody started fighting. So I jumped on the elevator, and the only way you could get out was the elevator. There wasn't no stairs. Man, I was down there at the bottom floor, man. Every time those elevator doors open, man, people were just falling out of the elevators and running.
Yes, sir. we need to do songs that start fights in the club.
Right, yeah, for a whole week.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, and of course, See Murder.
Yes, sir.
That's another
Tear
song.
the club up, 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah. And what was another fight song?
Trick Daddy got a couple of them.
Yeah, 8-Ball, MJG. Do 8-Ball? No, they don't have fight. They just have pimped out, getting high music.
Yeah.
Yeah. They lean back music.
No more
back
drama
music.
may start a couple knuckles going,
Yeah.
won't. No.
Yeah. But see, once you get in your 40s and you play stuff like that, don't nobody fight no more, but we'll stand there and act like we shooting a gun up in the air, with nothing in our hand. We still got that thug in you, but you don't have one. Because see, if you go back to jail one more time, you're doing life because you've already been in jail a couple of times. Yes,
that bone crusher will get them fighting.
Oh yeah. So I'm outside of the club, and you think I'm a punk, but ain't nobody going to the trunk no more unless you're just trying to change one of them tires if you got a flat. That's it when you're in your 40s. So 7 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, I will see y'all October the 23rd at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center, Atlanta, Georgia. Get ready. It's going to be a hilarious weekend. Rickey Smiley and friends this Saturday. We're going to have a great time. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
27 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. The Haitian gang that kidnapped 17 people is now demanding $1 million for each hostage. Those kidnapped in Haiti were from an Ohio-based Christian missionary group and included 16 Americans and 1 Canadian. Also, 5 children were among the hostages. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's former presidential aide, Steve Bannon, will be held in contempt for refusing to comply with a House subpoena to testify about the January 6th attack on the Capitol. The day before the attack, Bannon stated on a podcast that, quote, all hell is going to break loose tomorrow. The panel believes that Bannon knew in advance that violence was planned, and Bannon is now facing jail time for refusing to testify. Now, in case you're wondering, Congress has still not passed federal regulations on voting rights. The John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act passed in the House but has not seen any movement in the Senate. The Senate's version of the bill is called the Freedom to Vote Act, and senators will vote on it today. However, it has no support from Republicans and is not expected to pass. Now, in other news, the Broward County School District in Florida will pay $25 million to the families of 17 victims in the Parkland High School shooting that happened back in 2018. The gunman and former student Nicholas Cruz is expected to plead guilty today and is facing the death penalty or life in prison. And last but not least, if you've ever considered driving a truck for a living, well, right now might be the time. The supply chain breakdown has created a demand for truck drivers. Now, according to CNN, over 80,000 truck drivers are currently needed. All right, that was a quick look at your
that's why you can't get no doggone supplies, man. You
that's why, Rick.
You mess around and need a part for your car. You looking at January before you get a part.
Break it down, Ricky.
My hot water tank broke, and the water came from the attic into the guest bedroom. And when I tell you, man, that room has been without carpet. I got a wooden, that room look like the color purple.
Real.
The one when Celia, so I just went on and hung some belts on the headboard, like Celia and Muster had it, and that a wooden floor. Like I'm thinking about just getting wood. I don't even know you can't get carpet like.
Yeah, supply chain is really, really in demand right now. So truck drivers, if you want to be a truck driver, right now it's time to get a job.
I'm about to get my damn CDL license. Go ahead.
You got every other license, Ricky.
This segment is being brought to you by Prilosec. That's right. Try Prilosec OTC for your frequent heartburn. Prilosec OTC is available in original and wild berry flavors. All right, let's take a look at sports. What up, Rock T?
Already, man, the NBA season tipped off last night. Lakers lost to Golden State. Yes, indeedy, man. The Milwaukee Bucks beat Brooklyn. Of course, Brooklyn was without Kyrie Irving. He still has not been vaccinated. And people are starting to speak out even more. Howard Stern calls him an idiot. And, it is what it is. How long will Kyrie Irving hold out from being vaccinated? Philadelphia 76ers. Ben Simmons was suspended for their season opener tonight, and he was pretty much thrown out of practice for allegedly being disruptive. He was pouting, not wanting to participate at a high level. Coach Doc Rivers said, listen, man, we're focused on winning and playing as a team. I don't have time to babysit. Simmons have been fined $1.4 million for missing 4 preseason games, practices, and team meetings. So, in my opinion, the only reason he even showed up to be with the team is to stop being fined. He didn't want to be fined any further. So, we'll see what happens with the Ben Simmons story. It continues. Got a little feel-good story for everybody, man. Fred Grooms Jr.
Garbage.
Who is this? Who is Fred Grooms Jr.?
Hold on, Rock.
What's that?
Garbage.
You talking about Ben Simmons?
He ain't going. Super Day. Who gonna get Ben Simmons? Who Who want him?
Well, first, who wants to pay him the money he's making right now? Because all you're getting is a defensive player. You got to have. You're gonna play at that point guard position. You better be able to score, and you got to be able to score points.
And then
you can't do it.
And then you sitting up here at basketball practice, won't cooperate.
He's making it hard for him. He's making it worse for himself.
And making that kind of money or whatever, man. And you didn't produce nothing. Like if I looked as bad as he looked for the past however long he been in the league, man, I would be at every practice. I'd be sleep with a basketball. You know what I'm saying?
That's spoiled, man.
Yeah. That's
entitled, man. These athletes are not like it was when we was coming up.
Now, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but he ain't making it better for himself for another team to pick him up. So
it's PlayStation.
There it is, man.
PlayStation and Fiddle Faddle.
Fiddle Faddle,
PlayStation, and Dr. Pepper. That's what he's doing, because that's how he playing all damn day. Sitting up there watching TV and on Instagram. You know, when you be out there shooting free throws, making shots, you can go back and run a whole reel.
Got to work
Where
on
did he
your
come
game.
from? LSU?
LSU, man. He was the top pick, man. You got to work on your game. Whatever your weaknesses are, you got to get out there
you
and
got
work on that.
Shaq, you got Big Baby, you got all these people you can practice with and have mentor you.
Well, Magic Johnson's one of his mentors.
Yeah. Man, Magic need to talk to him.
He is.
What he's saying to him?
He has talked to him. I don't know if he talked to him like right now.
You know who he needs to talk to? Super Day. He needs to talk to Prime Time. He needs to sit down and have a real conversation with Deion Sanders.
For sure.
If that don't get you motivated, go jump off a short building.
Well, Rick, they don't want to listen. That's
none of them.
None of them want to listen.
No, you know, they don't want to listen because the moms go jump in. He's not. This cut to me. Let's have real talk. This is what Little League football coaches and Little League baseball coaches are going through right now. This is why a lot of Little League coaches are quitting. Because when you try to discipline the kids and you try to help them to be tough and to be strong and be dependable and be athletic or whatever, the moms step in. You know, you got some mom that like, well, he don't feel like practicing today. He's just babying them all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what's wrong with him. My son, man, I wish my son would call me. My son be laughing at stuff. He said, man, I said, how did it go, Malik? He said, man, coach, my son coaches Mo Williams at Alabama State.
Yes, sir.
He said, man, coach cussed me out so bad, and he on the phone, on the other end of the phone, laughed. I said, well, what did you do? He said, man, he told me what he wasn't doing. I said, well, how did it make you feel? He said, man, I'm so used to it. I grew up in your house. He said, getting cussed out and having somebody in my face cussing and spitting don't bother me. It don't faze me. He said, because I'm used to it. I just do what I'm told to do. I don't get cussed out no more, and that's the end of it. So what I'm going to do, go down there and have beef with Coach Mo Williams and get body slammed in the middle of the court because I can't win because Coach Williams, he's stronger than me. You know what I'm saying? I just feel bad for coaches, man.
No, man, you're right, man. You should probably share.
It ain't just the NBA. It's the little man. Parents, please, if you can't take your son being yelled at and being made tough on the basketball and football field, just drop him off at practice and leave. My granddaddy told my grandmama, don't ever go out there on that football field again. Drop him off at practice. If you can't take it, you come on back home and I'll go pick him up. Period.
Man, one day, Rick, you should definitely share the story that you always share about those two people that really changed your life forever.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
No, bro.
Almost got it.
Hey.
Mr. BR18.
Hey, bro. Not only did I play piano, I grew up in the locker room. I played football my whole life, Little League football. So, you know, you ain't going to get me with that one. I'm the king of that one, bro. And I'm a comedian. Come on now.
Yeah, dog.
All right, y'all. This segment is being brought by Capital One. That's right, Capital One Shopping. Capital One Shopping searches for and applies available coupon codes. What's in your wallet? Savings and available coupons vary. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Cardi B has pleaded not guilty to charges stemming from a 2018 strip club brawl. She will head to court next week for a hearing on the case. Cardi's being accused of orchestrating an attack on sisters Rachel and Sarah Watley, also known as Batty G and Jade, who were bartending at a club in Queens. The sisters claim Cardi B and her two close associates allegedly threw glass bottles and drinks at them during a physical altercation. intoxication. If convicted, Cardi and her friends face up to 4 years in prison. Meanwhile, Cardi clapped back at people taunting her on social media, telling her that she was going to prison. She said, before I go to prison, you going to see me breaking more records. Oh, Lord. All right, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note because y'all took forever and took up all the time. But coming up next,
so we can come back on the other end?
No, we done, baby. We done. We done. It's too late. No, it's too late.
Sorry, bro. I had
it's
to get
too
that.
late.
We've been arguing about that.
You ain't pull out. You ain't pull out. Coming up next, we got the praise mix down. All right, y'all, the time now. Oh, Lord, it's 23 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.